What up, YouTube? How we doing today? I'm just hopping up inside of this BMW 750i. Let's get her started. Let's take a little test drive. I don't know how well you can hear it in the video, but this thing has a really nice exhaust note. It's a little bit more tame. It is a BMW, so you can't expect it to be crazy loud. With an exhaust, this thing would just be gnarly. Happy that you're tuning in. Thanks for watching my videos. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you like videos like this one. Put that thing in sport. It's got pretty good acceleration. It is a 4.4 liter V8 turbocharged, so it has plenty of pickup, plenty of get up and go. It is a 7 series, so it's a little bit bigger, plenty of leg room for a guy like me. I'm 6'7", so I need it, you know. Let's see if we can have some fun today. Talk about a little bit of the features of this one here. Definitely one of my favorite lot cars. I've really enjoyed having it around. It hasn't sold, been on the lot a couple months, so that just means that there's more fun for me, because I get to take it for little drives if I need to go pick up a car somewhere else or go drop somebody off somewhere, or just little miscellaneous tasks, run some errands. I can take this thing and have just tons of fun wherever I go, you know. And sounds excellent today. I'm gonna hop on the 36 here, see if we can't get pulled over. No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to go too fast today. I don't like to beat on lot cars very much. I don't like to, you know, get into trouble. Just going to try to keep it tame here today. So we're going to have to stop at this red light, so I have a little bit of opportunity to talk about the vehicle. It does have a heads-up display, which I have on right now, and I love heads-up display. My car has heads-up display, so I can see my speed projected onto the inside glass, the windshield here. Super convenient. Absolutely love heads-up display. Can't say enough about it. Never really have to look at my gauges while I'm driving, which is super convenient. Get to see how I'm going, how fast I'm going all the time, so that's nice, you know. And you know, if I'm doing a little bit of speeding and then I drive by a cop, it's easy for me to see how fast I'm going without having to like look down. You know, it saves you a little bit of time. If you need to brake a little bit and cool off, you can do that pretty quickly. Yeah, right around 3,000 RPMs is when this thing really starts to get kind of angry and loud in the exhaust note. It's not, I mean, it's not loud, but it's like it starts to get that throaty, like V8, nice deep bassy, like, you know, just basically ear porn. It just sounds amazing. So might have to hit that a couple more times before I'm back at the dealership, just to enjoy myself a little bit more. And I guess the thing that I like the most about this is how balanced between like comfort, luxury, and performance it is. I've talked about that in some of my other videos if you've seen it. And I'm very big on comfort. You know, it has to be a nice big seat, preferably leather suede combo seats. I love. This one has nice black leather seats that are heated and cooled. Yeah, there it is, heated and cooled. And you know, plenty of space, nice side bolsters, so if you turn a little bit, you know, you're hugged on each side, which is nice. And then, you know, it performs well. It's comfortable, and it performs well. I mean, it's not, it's like it's a luxury car, you know what I mean? It has good performance for a luxury car. I mean, you're not really expecting it to be, you know, a track car. It's a BMW 7 Series, you know what I mean? This thing, I'm not sure exactly how much it weighs, but it's plenty heavy, you know what I mean? So, I mean, it's a good car if I was going to take like a road trip. I feel like this would be a great car for a road trip, because it's got the comfortable enough seats to where I could, you know, drive all day in it and I don't think my ass would get sore. And it would be a comfortable cruise around the highway. And one thing I haven't mentioned is how comfortable the ride is. You know, it has a long wheelbase, it's a nice big car, and it has good suspension, so it's like I barely feel any bumps, you know what I mean? Like, when I drive my car, forget about it, you know what I mean? Like, my suspension is it's a rough ride, you know what I mean? It's like, They try to stiffen it up a little bit so it'd be like sportier handling, but it's like when you go over little bumps, I mean, you feel it. When you go over little bumps on this thing, it's like barely even notice them. You know what I mean? It's kind of like this thing's riding on a pillow or something, just smooth cruising. So that's awesome. Really a joy to drive. Whoever buys this is gonna get a good deal because it has lower miles. It's got 36,000 miles, and I think it's a 2013. I had to look at the window sticker there. It's a 2013, and it's just a joy to drive. You know, it's just everything is just tight. You know, the infotainment system, I have to say, is a little bit challenging to work with, especially if you're not used to German cars. I'm not a big German car guy. I mean, I like them, but I wouldn't own them because I wouldn't be able to afford to maintain it. But like, I love Audis, I love BMWs, I love Mercedes, but I'm not gonna buy one. You know what I mean? And mostly that's just like an economic reason. That's not a I don't like them reason. You know, I actually really like these cars, but you know, it's just not in my means right now. So, gotta live within your means. That's the tip of the day. Live within your means. You know, don't try to ball hard if you don't got it. You know, no need to be in debt up to your ears. Just try to be a baller. You know what I mean? Like, do what you can. You know, I have a nice cheap $150 payment on my Grand Prix, and it's a great car for a 24-year-old. I'm 24 now, and I mean, it's just a good car. You know, it's got good power. It's fun to drive. You know, gas mileage isn't terrible. You know, it fits my needs. You know, and I've been driving it for a while, and I've enjoyed it. It's a good car. I'm not going to drive it forever by any means. You know, I'd definitely like to move up into something better within the next couple of years, but it meets my needs right now, and you know, maybe I'll own a 7 Series BMW someday. Who knows? But then, at least by then, I'll be able to afford to maintain it. That's like the biggest thing. It's like with these exotics is like you pay, you know, twice as much over the life of the vehicle to maintain it. So it's like, it kind of stinks, you know. And especially with the labor charges that they have at those like motorworks and those European shops, you know, that work on like Volkswagens, Audis, BMWs, whatever, Mercedes. You know, they charge an arm and a leg for labor because they got the market cornered. You know, they know you need them. You know, so. But yeah, I'm gonna make a little loop and head back to the dealership now. Keep making a few observations. This does have push to start. It also has auto start stop if I want it. I don't really like that stuff, so I kind of turn it off a lot of times. Yeah, really comfortable vehicle. Drives really nice. I got it in sport mode. A lot of times cars, you put it in sport mode, and then the shifting gets weird if you're just driving normally, you know, and it gets kind of like it wants the, like it's so, I don't know what I'm trying to say, like it's so eager, that's what it is. It's so eager to go way faster than it's going right now that it'll keep your RPMs up really high just to do it, and then it's like, then you just don't want to drive in sport mode if you're just cruising, which maybe you don't want to, I don't know, but this thing, you can throw it in Sport Plus and cruise, and it'll maintain like just a pretty normal cruising RPM, just a little bit above it. You know, I'm sitting at like 58 miles per hour right now. It's sitting at 2,000 RPMs, and it's smooth. You know what I mean? It's not like eager. It's not like dying to go forward. You know, which is nice because I just want to like have the on-demand performance when I want it, right? But then I also just want to be able to cruise when I'm at highway speed and not have to be like kind of lurchy almost. So this car handles the whole sport mode on this vehicle is on point. BMW did a great job with that. And for somebody who's kind of a sports car enthusiast, horsepower enthusiast, you know, I like power. You know what I mean? What 24-year-old guy doesn't like a little power in the whip, you know? And BMW really delivers that nice balance between comfort, luxury, and performance on this one. Sounds nice. It's not one of those cars that makes you like thrown back in your seat. You know what I mean? It won't like toss you back in your seat, but it'll get there. It'll get there plenty quick. You know what I mean? Like if you're looking for something that's just gonna throw you around crazy, like this is not it. You know what I mean? This thing hooks up great. It's got that xDrive, so all 4 wheels hook up real good, and I haven't broken the tires loose at all yet. I mean, I haven't really tried, but you know, I think this thing would hook up in rain. You know what I mean? Even on a little bit of a launch, I think it would still hook up in the rain, just because that xDrive is strong. And it's nice in the winter in Minnesota to have that all-wheel drive. I have yet to own a car that has all-wheel drive, but I've driven them in the snow, and it's on point. You know, you gotta love the all-wheel drive in the north. You know, because having front or rear wheel in the snow, kind of a pain in the ass, I have to say. You know, I've only owned front-wheel drive cars up until this point in my life, and they seem to do okay in the snow. You know, you can usually get there without too much trouble. You know, I have gotten stuck a couple times, but for the most part, you'd be all right. In rear wheel, it's like you're going to be all over the road if it's snowing heavy. You know what I mean? Like you might not get where you're trying to go, but I don't know. You just have to be aware of that, I guess, when you go out. That's like you might have some difficulties if you have rear wheel drive. I mean, that's just a risk you take with living in the north, and then you know, owning a vehicle that's rear-wheel drive. And there's plenty of cars that I've wanted to own, trust me, that are rear-wheel drive that I'd love to own up in the north, but it's like when I can only drive it half the year, and then when it's like snowing or crappy weather out, you know, I have to be worried about, you know, reliability. Am I going to get there? Am I going to be sliding all over the road? You know what I mean? Like, under most conditions, you'd probably be all right, but there definitely are some times where I'm glad that I drive a front wheel, you know, sedan rather than just like a rear wheel sports car, because I don't know, I've driven some rear wheels in the snow and it's like a little sketchy at times, you know, unless you're just going out to like just slay the roads and just get slop. You can get all over the place, which is also fun if that's what you're going for, but most of the time it's like I like to keep my wheels where I want them, you know. Gonna head back to Fury now, pulling in over here, taking a right on 58th. Over here by the Super America, by my old high school, right here on the right, Stillwater. Shout out SAHS. So yeah, we're almost back to Fury right now. If you're still with me, thanks for hanging around. And if you haven't subscribed yet, you probably should, because you're this far in the video and you liked it. Leave a like, leave a comment, all that good stuff. And I'm gonna head back to Fury now. I really enjoy driving this car. I can't say that enough. This thing is it, man. If I had some more money, I'd definitely be buying this car. I don't want to say it, it's kind of an old person car. You know what I mean? Like the type of person who can afford this and will drive this as the daily is probably has gray hair. You know what I mean? I don't want to like stereotype or whatever. I'm sure there's plenty of young people that drive these type of cars too, but it is a 7 Series and it is fully loaded, so, you know, not a lot of young people can probably afford this car, as I can't, you know. Or as I choose not to, I don't know. Maybe I could, but it wouldn't be a good financial decision, you know. You gotta know what you can and can't afford, I guess. Yeah, if you've never been to Fury Motors in Stillwater, Minnesota, if you're local, if you're in the area, maybe you're in western Wisconsin right now, I don't know where you're located, but if you're from around here, you might as well come check us out. We got plenty of cool cars. We sell a lot of Jeeps. If you're a Jeep guy or girl, be sure to come check us out. We're right off of 36. Yeah, we're actually located in Oak Park Heights. Technically, that's where our address is, but we call it Fury Motors in Stillwater. Alright, let's see if I can get my suction cup down. Probably gonna struggle here. Alright. But yeah, anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you in another video. Have a great day.